Hello everyone and welcome to the class for Foundation Engineering. We are studying the first chapter, which is subsurface investigation for foundation. Okay, so in the subsurface investigation, we discussed about the several tests, several methods to be investigated. Okay, so every method shows us different result. Okay, or the same result of the same parameter, but procedure might be different. The easy or hard way, we are just investigate the subsoil surface because it is need to be understand what is beneath that particular ground, which is able or which is suitable for the particular type of foundation. Okay, in the last lecture we discussed about the standard penetration test. Okay, SPT. So the standard penetration test gives several results. Along with we provide one sampler, which is split spool sampler, which collect the disturbed or undisturbed sample on the basis of the type of soil, and on which we could conduct the different test, soil test. But the ground shows its result with respect to the standard penetration number. Okay, so by using that number, we can conclude several points or consider the what will be the particular amount of bearing capacity or type of the particular that soil or subsurface. Okay. Afterwards, there was a different test like dynamic cone penetration, and but it was not that much of important. The important is the next this point, which is pressure meter test. So pressure meter test is a very important, which shows the result of actual ground will perform, or how the ground will react after there will be the presence under the presence of foundation, when there is a rise of water table, or in the case of percolating water, and etc. So this pressure meter test is important. Okay, so pressure meter test is applied a uniform radial stress to the borehole at any desired depth and measures a consequent deformation. So we does not dig out the sample and test it. We test it at its actual situation, which is below the ground surface. Okay, so first of all we have to take a borehole and we insert the our instrument to it. So first, the principle of it is we apply the uniform radial stress, okay, on that particular hole. Okay, so it test involves the lowering the cylindrical probe, okay, and inflated that particular cylindrical probe by applying some pressure to it, so that under pressure how the walls will react, it we will consider, or we will take that particular range of it. Okay, so the test involves it. The second point indicates that this is the one instrument which consists of a probe with the shape is a cylindrical. We inflate that particular probe at the bottom of particular borehole, okay, by applying water pressure. Okay, so here you will able to understand one thing is that there is a some instrument which contains a probe is the some kind of the balloon or cylindrical something rubber like structure, which is inflated, means that it blows. Okay, it increases its diameter or shape. Okay, by applying water pressure. By applying water pressure, in the sense we just feel the water into that probe. Okay, so that it might increase its particular shape. So whenever pressure, with pressure we apply, we just fill the water into it. There is content of a reservoir. From that we fill that particular water. Okay. So next point is the under pressure, it presses against the unlined wall of a borehole and causes a volumetric deformation. Okay. So first one is that when we apply the pressure, the particular probe increases its size, so that whenever it increases size, it applies some pressure on the wall of that particular borehole. Okay, the wall of particular borehole, and causes volumetric deformation, so that the unlined wall of that borehole, which feels or which is get subjected under the some stress. Okay, so that the, we could say, the probe contains some volumetric deformation. Okay, so the stress on a borehole wall is the pressure of water applies. So we could able to say that when the deformation of that particular probe causes, or let us understand that what kind of the strata is beneath that particular ground or in the borehole. So if the borehole, the pressure is a very less or deformation is a less, in that situation we could understand one thing is that the soil is not that much of hard. Okay, so that the soil is weak. If it provides too much deformation, it shows that the soil strata is hard. Okay. The deformation of the borehole is a read in the term of a volume corresponding to fall in the water level of the reservoir. The reading are plotted. Okay, so deformation read in the term of volume corresponding to the water level, how much water be into the particular that probe, and how much deformation is showing. Okay, so this is the main data which we get from it. So here the figure shows us what is the actual procedure of it. We here, this is the borehole. We are digging the borehole deep into the ground, and in the proper, here it's showing that the temporary casing. Okay, there is a temporary casing. So it isn't a permanent. It is a temporary casing, because if we provide a casing to the borehole throughout its depth, it means that we are not able to find out what actually the ground condition is. Okay, so that it is up to this point particular. A screw pump, this is a pump which is providing a pressure to the probe with the use of a water. Okay, and this is a gauge which shows the reading of it. Okay, each full radiation piston cylindrical force is inclined volume water, gas or oil. It might be water, oil or gas into PMT probe. Okay, measures corresponding pressure on each increment. Drill a rod. Okay, this is the drilling rod. We are drilling after the casing ends. Okay, at the desired height. The rubber member of a probe expands as a right cylinder evaluate per cylindrical cavity expansion theory. The plot pressure versus volume change, okay, strain pressure parameter, so that this probe increases its size, okay, probe increases its size and provide pressure on the side of the particular borehole. If it increases continuously, it means that the soil is loose in condition. But if it does not increase its size and cause a deformation, it means that the strata is hard. After getting the volumetric deformation with respect to the pressure, okay, we plot the graph, okay. So we plot the graph. In the sum book, you could say that you could see that the pressure is on x-axis and volumetric deformation is on the y-axis, but it depends on the different parameters. Okay, so here by zone we just divided this graph, so that blue line is showing how both are correlated with each other. Okay, there are zone like zone 1, 2, and 3. So how the pressure increase is causing the particular deformation is shown here. Okay. So what kind of data we are collecting from this experiment is shown here, that modulus of deformation, how much modulus deformation is there. From the modulus of deformation, we are able to find out the K, which is bulk modulus of rigidity. Sorry, bulk modulus of shear force of rigidity. So that it also gives us a reading of a compressibility. Okay, so it is important. Second one is the undrained shear strength. What is actually shear strength? We are applying, we can say that the tangential force to the wall of the particular, wall of the particular borehole. Okay, if you see the how the total pressure been acting on the particular wall is different, but the tangential or punching stress is there. So the undrained shear strength, we are actually conducting phi angle of shearing resistance. Okay, phi angle of shearing resistance. It means that the internal friction, intermolecular friction between the molecules. Okay, so it is angle of friction between these molecules or grains of a soil or strata is important. If there is a phi strength or intermolecular strength is high, it means that we are on the right side, or any kind of foundation could be provided. Okay. So what is actually the test used to check the stress deformation characteristics, how it affect, or how the strata will behave after application of a pressure is important to be known. So this experiment shows how the strata is behaving. So this test check the stress deformation characteristics. It applied known stress to soil and measure resulting soil deformation. Okay, apply known because how much pressure we are applying, this is shown by the particular gauge which is connected to that machine. Okay, so here it is. This was the pressure meter test. In the next, we will see the next test. Okay, to understand the soil condition.